What's up, guys? In this video, I'm going to be showing off Static Skyblock. Now, this is a map that I've been working on for the past few months, as well as getting help from the Static staff team and the dev team. So yeah, it's been like 2 or 3 months, and you may have seen this map in a few of my previous videos if you watched those, or if you're in any of my Discords, you may have seen screenshots of it. Now, while this did take a long time, in my opinion, I definitely think it's worth it. Now, that may be a little bit biased because, I kind of worked on it. But in all honesty, I think it was worth it. So, yeah, I'll try to keep this video to be not too long. But I want to be able to get through everything and show everything off. But, yeah, let's get into it. So, this is spawn here. Now, obviously, you'd be in survival if you're playing this. But I'll just, fly around a little bit in creative just to show it off. Now, this is something that we really wanted to do. We wanted to have a much better spawn than we have had in our previous maps. Not saying that those are bad, but we just wanted to make some that looks, well, a lot better and represents us. Now, as you may see here, there are NPCs periodically placed around here. Now, like our previous maps, you can click them to go to places, and the first place that I want to start with is Shop. So what you can do, you click that and you get teleported over here. Now, I have $1 million and a bit dollars, and if we go over here, now this is one of the shops that are here. There are maybe around like 7 or 8 of these, but if I wanted to buy, let's say, a modded bow, which that's just in here. There are different stuff in the other ones, but this is modded weapons. So if I wanted to buy a modded bow, I would just click this, and then I'd get one. And then, as you saw, it took away some of my money. Now, not everything is that expensive. Just like if I come over here, there are a lot more of the buy shops over here. Also, as you can see, there's sell pads. I'll show those in a little bit. But yeah, like we have our potion stuff in here. This stuff's a lot cheaper. If I want to buy, let's say, a stack of glistering melons, however you say that, I don't even know. But yeah, so if I click this, then as you can see, I bought it, right? And then took a bit of my money away. It wasn't much, so it may be hard to tell. But a kit, if I want to buy this, let's just buy a, I don't know, tier 9 kit, right? I bought that, I think. No, okay, you may have to click this twice if you're playing. Yeah, as you can see, there we go. I got it this time, and then it took my money. It didn't take it when it didn't give me the kit, so that's a good thing. But yeah, if I wanted to buy blocks, let's say, I could click this to get Dark Prismarine, or if I wanted to get ice, I would just click ice, so on and so forth. We have nether blocks over here, and then we have a few more things over here, like our farming stuff, we have our spawner stuff, and then just a few more over here. I'll let you have a look at these yourself. But yeah, as you may have seen, the chat, just something appeared. It said event time, and then it's the Parkour Event. The Parkour can be found at the spawn. Complete the Parkour for cash reward. Now, as you may see on the right side of the screen, near the bottom it says Parkour ending in 15 minutes. Now, there are 4 different events that can happen on the server. I won't spoil what all of them are, but this is just one of them. Now, as you can see, a Parkour appeared here, and I would give it a go, but I'm just so good at Parkour. It's definitely not, because I don't want to embarrass myself, so I'm just going to fly up here to the end, which is right over there. And as you see, I just got $5,000. So you have 15 minutes to complete this as many times as you want. Whenever you go all the way up here and get here, you'll get $5,000 for completing it. Now, honestly, this parkour looks a lot harder than it is. It's pretty easy, to be honest. If you're good at it, you could probably make a good like $100,000 just from it. Alright, now let me get to some of the other NPCs. So, actually, events. Now, whenever there's an event going, if you click on this guy, it'll teleport you there, and then just tell you a little message in chat what you have to do. This one just says do the parkour for a cash reward. But, yeah, so that's another one down. And then donations, let's just do this one, simple one. Just tells you, if you want to support the server, what to do. And then there's another one, what is Skyblock? Kind of the same deal, except it explains, well, what Skyblock is, as the name states. Yeah, and then starter chest, I kind of skipped over this, but it has gear, it has TPA lines right here, and it lists your banned items, and then a little bit of information. But, yeah, so now that we're done with the text NPCs, there's not many more to that. Now these actually take you places. So if I go to crates, then this takes me to an island where there are crates. So let's say over here, here's my epic crate. Now I do need an epic key to get that, which I guess I'll show you guys that in just a second. Then we have a rare crate, and then there are 2 more over there. So I'm gonna actually TP to our command center and grab myself a few crate keys. So this is just a little bit of insight. Just if you guys wanted to see what went into this map, there are quite few commands here, and then a lot more in functions. But yeah, if I just come over here, then I could grab a few things. Here we go, and then if it would let me, there we go. Now I have my keys, and then I'm just gonna head back to spawn, and I will show you guys opening a key. Now, honestly, it's pretty boring, the lower tiers, so let's just skip to the best one, the static crate key. So, the static key, or the static crate rather, can be found all the way over here. As you can see, static crate, all I have to do is open the crate, and then it'll take one of my keys, and then it'll start running this animation. Now, it may take this long or shorter for the most part, but yeah, as you can see, ran the animation. And here's my loot. Now, usually get a lot better out of this crate. However, I did get another key, so that's why this one was a little bit worse. It's made so, if you're going to get a second shot, it's not going to be as good, but it's still going to be good. So, let's say I wanted to do it again. Then, yeah, like I said, and like I did before, I run the little animation, then do that, and here we go. But, yeah, so we got looting 10 books, some eggs, some gear, and then a sky crate, actually, which that's over here, which I won't open that because I don't want to waste too much of you guys' time. Not that it'd be a waste, but just so you'd be able to check it out for yourself. But if we head back to spawn, which we can do by just standing on one of those, we can look at some of our other NPCs. Now, money transfer. If we click on this, this is how it would give money to a player. So as you can see, I have like 300,000, and there's a player in here. You know what? Why not? I'm feeling kind of generous. I'll give him $100,000 because why not? So as you can see, took 100K, gave him 100K, and yeah. So that's how money transfer works. And then over here, you'll actually find an island invite room. Now, what this is for is actually, I'm going to show you the NPC first, just so I can give you a little bit more clarification on that. So now, this island, if I were to click on it, it's going to take me to my island, which is this. However, now I'm able to join 3 other islands, which are what these do. And now someone would need to invite me for this, which, sadly I don't have any friends, so that's not going to happen. But if I did have friends like you guys, which you should definitely invite to play this server, you would both step in this room, and now if you're inviting your friend to an island, you'd step in one of the rooms, click the invite, then on their side, 3 buttons would show up over there, which it's the same over here, so I'll read it here. Just says override an island slot, slot 2, 3, or 4. Now, they would pick which slot they would like to override. Let's say they pick 2. After they click that, a button on your side would appear. That would be confirmed choices. So once they've done that, it would say a little message in chat saying that they joined your island. And then on their end, they would come over here, click on slot number 2, and it would take you to, well, your slot number 1. So it may have been a bit confusing, but that's how that works, and that's that NPC done as well. So yeah. Now, I guess since we only have one more on this side, I will go to the arena. Just you just click, and it takes you to the PvP arena. Now, bosses can actually be spawned here. I'm not going to spoil that, but those are pretty cool. They have a lot of health. They're pretty hard to fight. However, they drop really good stuff. So, it's definitely a thing to work toward, which those can be obtained by doing quests, which I'll show that next. But, yeah, this is a PvP arena. There's a supply drop right here. Koth is over there. These are both events. But, yeah, so this is how you get out. You stand on the carpet. Then it'll say in chat, warping to spawn in 10. And after a few seconds, it'll do 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, so on and so forth. Just to make sure, if you're in a fight, it's going to be harder to get out. And there we go. We are back at spawn. So, now, I just said I'd show the quest NPC. So, let's do that. I know I'm showing pretty much just NPCs, but these kind of explain the whole map. So, yeah. Now, it may look a bit weird at first, like you don't know where to go, but if you come over here, let's say chicken quest, right, it gives you a little bit of text, just basically says you have to sell this item, which is raw chicken, and then whenever you complete a level, let's say you complete level 1, it'll give you a rare crate key, and then if you complete level 9, you get to spawn Golem Boss. Now, you know, it's there are other quests spread around. So a creeper quest, you click in here, you have to sell gunpowder, same little message, but it tells you the rewards here. And then there are mob quests, and then there are going to be like crops, or let's say ores, like netherite scrap. There's also an apple quest. Now, this was kind of as a joke, but then when you look at the rewards, it kind of tempts you to do it. However, if you want to get here, you have to sell, I believe, 150,000 items, which that's kind of difficult to get for apples. But I mean, it's definitely something to work toward. And then if I want to check my progress or claim my rewards, which actually I have quests that I can claim, so I'll show you that. But to check my progress, I would click on that, and then it gives me a little chat message. I mean, it is a bit long, but it tells you all your quest, what your level is, and then your percent completed. So netherite scrap, for instance, I'm level 2 now, and I have to sell 5,000 items to complete this level. And as you can see, I'm 42% done with it. Now, I haven't actually claimed these rewards, so let me move this stuff up a little bit, so then when I click it, I can show you. So just hit claim rewards here, and then it'll give me my stuff. I got a mending book and a rare crate key from that. And the last button in here is just what are quest, which you click it, it gives you an explanation of what quests are. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the quest island. I mean, there are 18 different quests, so definitely something to check out. But yeah, let's go back to spawn. So there's not too much more from here. I mean, there's not too many more NPCs. But that doesn't mean that, oh, okay, there's no point to play the map. Now, as Skyblock is, you would go to your island, you could build, expand, farm, do whatever. You can go to the shop where you can buy stuff like I showed, and you can also sell stuff. Now, as I mentioned before, we have sell pads periodically placed around the shop. If we come all the way over to this side, there are a few NPCs here. So let's say I click on the farming one. If I was in survival, that is, so there we go, now I'm in survival. If I click on him, you'll see it gives this dialogue. So it's sell an item, stand on sell pad, and that's what the sell pads are for. And here are the sell prices. Let's say I wanted to sell bamboo. I would get $2 per bamboo. So all I have to do for that is actually give @s bamboo, and let's say I'm just going to give myself a stack. Now, all I have to do is stand on the cell pad. And if you've played any of Static's maps before, the cell pads were a little bit slow. However, this time they're just a little bit faster, you know, just a tad bit. But as you can see, my money did go up. Now, you can't see because it's not too much, but let's say I give myself a lot of bamboo, like 10 stacks, and then stand on the cell pad. It's going to start selling, like you see, and my money is actually increasing. And bamboo is, you know, probably the cheapest item to sell, but you can find all the prices, like in that NPC for farming, this one for blocks and ores, as it says. You know, you may have to scroll down a little bit there. And then over here is mob drops, and this is what the spawners were for. But yeah, so I'm gonna hop back into creative. And there's not too much more to the map besides, well, I mean, you playing it yourself, because that's what most of it is. It's not, okay, there's a set thing to do. The point of Skyblock is you do whatever you want. If you want to build up your base, do so. But for that, you may need to buy stuff, which is going to cost you a little bit. So you're going to have to start grinding, making some farms or some mob spawners. And that's the whole point of the shop. And I mean, while it may sound boring and repetitive, it's actually pretty fun. And then the quests add a little touch to it. So if you're someone who likes to grind or likes to be creative, I mean, there are a few aspects, actually, to a few different ways to play this map. I mean, you could be someone who wants to, let's say, do a lot of boss fights. Or you could be someone who just wants to grind and be the richest on the server. Or, let's say, PvP. Or you could just play passively at your island. It's however you want to play it. There's no set way. There's no really set rules to how to have fun. I mean, there are, you know, some rules on the server which you should follow. But, yeah, you know, that's kind of getting into the boring stuff. So I don't want to really talk about that too much. So I think that's what I'm going to call it. Now, I know this isn't, you know, it's the typical video for me, but whenever we release whenever we release a new map, there we go. I like to do one of these videos, just showing it off, and yeah. So some of my other videos, a lot of the things that I show in there are in this map as well. So if you want to know how I do some of this stuff, make sure to check out some of my other videos. But that's going to be it for me today. I will see you guys soon, and if you like this video, make sure to give it a like. If you really liked it, make sure to subscribe, and also check out our Discord. Link is in the description, and check out the map. The link for that will also be in the description. But yeah, that's going to be it for me today, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.